Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. My name's Jake. Welcome to my show. It's not Thursday, it's actually Sunday, which is a weird day for me to be doing this, but because usually I've got Wednesdays and Thursdays off, but not this week. This week I've got Sunday and Thursday off. You can find me on Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at tubajake_69. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. I'll tell them to other people because I like to tell stories. Telling other people's stories is super fun for me, and if I'm involved, that's way better. If you tell me, I'll make like I was. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on all the things so that we can keep talking to each other, because it's awesome that way. The beer I've got for you today is the Bottle Shop series from Founders. It's the Magnifico. It says here, Magnifico's delicate sweetness is punctuated perfectly by the heat of habanero peppers, proof that fruit beer does not have to be one note. This high gravity ale is entire sensory symphony waiting to be uncapped. Now, I like fruit beers. They're one of my favorite things. I like pepper beers. Also, one of my favorite things. I like both of those things. This should be really good. I don't like that it's 10%, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right? So here we go. Founders beer, Founders glass, Founders t-shirt. It's like I've been there before. With this being 10%, I'm going to expect it to be a lot like the ones that they do in the tequila barrels that I can't remember right now. But they do a bunch of them. They just recently did some hard seltzer in there, and it was really good. Lemonade. I've got it upstairs, and I had one, but it was like a big can, and it was twice as potent as the one that they bought, the one that they put in their little tiny can. It was an imperial seltzer. Okay, so let's just give this a shot. It smells like beer. Good starting point. Okay, so the reason that I laugh, this tastes like many of the first beers that I tried to make. It's heavy, super heavy. Like, you can taste the alcohol, it's in there. It's very sweet, which those ones were, but also I tried to make it sweeter by adding more honey in, and I don't think that's how this is sweeter. I think this is sweeter because of the malt. Like, there's extra malt added in this, and it makes it sweeter. I'm not tasting very much mango right now. There's a little bit of burn, so I'm guessing that that's the habanero, because generally that just tastes like burning to me. Mas Agave, that's what it was called. Actually, this does remind me a lot of Mas Agave. Whichever one, just this one is supposed to taste like mango and habaneros. It's pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. It's not something that I could have more than one of it. Well, not something I could have more than two of in a night, and those would be the only two things that I drink. Today, I should not have more than just this one, and I probably shouldn't really even be drinking this one at this point in the night, but too late. Okay, what does this remind me of? I mean, the Mas Agave, obviously. I was drinking at deer camp one time, and I had a Salapada. I don't remember where that's from, like One Well or something like that. Something like that. Pink can art with a skeleton riding a Vespa with a big pompadour hairdo. That's what the can looks like. So I'm having this beer out by the campfire at deer camp, and one of the guys that I'm up there with is like, "Hey, what you got?" And I was like, "Well, it's this stuff, and it's a pepper beer, and it tastes like the jalapeno, but not like as much heat from a jalapeno so much as the fruit from the jalapeno." He's like, Do you have any more? I said, yes, because, well, I did. I had two. And I'm willing to share those. If you ever run into me, I'm willing to share. I really am. If I've got them. A lot of them are one-offs. This one I bought the 4-pack. So I've got 4 of these. Or I've got 3 of these now because this. But he's like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And he tried it. And he was like, if you like pepper beers, this one's pretty good. It's light lager with the taste of a jalapeno without as much heat. I mean, it's still jalapeno flavored, and it still brings the heat. Just you don't feel it until the next day when you're pooping. And then it's hot. Super hot. Especially after 3 of them. It also reminds me of, well, just because of the mango, and I tell this story all the time. I don't even remember when it was, or who it was that I was talking with, but it was just after runts had gone from the little green things being lime to being mango flavored, and then back to being lime. But like the mango ones were a little bit bigger, kind of melon shaped. And you try it, and you'd be thinking lime. You try it, and you'd be like, ugh, this tastes like armpit. And you're like, okay. Now try this, not lime, mango. Try that, and you'd be like, oh, that's gross. It tastes like mango. Because, apparently mangoes are musky. Which, armpit, musky, makes sense, right? It's weird, but also that's how it worked. Which is why they've gone back to lime-flavored runts instead of mango-flavored runts, I think. Because, gross, armpit. Did say something about other beers that I've tried making, and this reminds me of those, like high gravity, so high ABV, lightly hopped, because that's generally how I did things when I was doing that. I even had one that was heavy on the like I put agave syrup in it, and it tasted kind of like this, and also peppers, which is fine. But then I also ended up adding limes, and that was a terrible idea. I should not have done it, but it was good. We drank all of those because people were just like, this is amazing, oh my god, this burns, because peppers. And then another one that I did that was kind of spicy, and the first time I had it, I was like, this is kind of gross, which happens a lot with the beers that I make. A lot of honey, and I started it with like 8 ounces of peppercorns in the boil. So like I boiled those peppercorns like you could not believe, and it was kind of black and a little bit spicy when I was starting it. But like at first it was hot, like pretty much just hot, and sweet, like sickly sweet, because there was a lot of honey in there. Because if you didn't know, for every pound of honey, you gain 1% of ABV when you put it into a 5-gallon batch. It's a good thing to know, I guess. So this one, I brewed it like I would normally. Just it was a light lager, or a light amber ale, but it had a bunch of honey. I don't remember how much. 2, maybe 3 pounds of honey, and and that 8 ounces of pepper, black pepper in it. And I tried it, and I was like, this is hot and not real great. But I drank a bunch of it because I was 10 years, no wait, that was a lot longer, almost 15 years younger. And we didn't know any better. But I saved a 6-pack of it. And 5 years, no, not 5 years, like a year and a half after that, I broke one out. Oh my God, they were amazing. It was an amazing beer. It was spicy but sweet, and just lightly spicy, and I don't even know how to describe how that tasted. Amazing, just like it made you want to drool. It was all peppery and honey. It was awesome. Don't read The Godfather. Or do, if you did. That's fine. You'll understand why I even decided to do that. Every time I finish one of these, I'm like, that tastes like another one. But I know I cannot do that. So I will not do that tonight. Got a quote for you. This one is from W.E.B. Du Bois. It looks like Du Bois, but Du Bois because it's French. He says, "Believe in life. Always, human beings will progress to greater, broader, and fuller life. It's out there. Go live it. It's the best thing ever. Beer brings you life. Don't forget." Whew. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. You can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.